Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today is the first day of carb load. I'm just going to run through kind of what has happened over the past 4 days in our peak week. So we're in peak week for our last competition of the season. So I think we're in week 17 of prep now. So not a massive prep, but you know, we've done a couple of shows and all that. So last 4 days we've done depletion. So carbs range from 200 to 150. Yesterday was our lowest day of 150, spread across 5 meals. And today we're going into a carb load, so I'm at a very depleted state. I'm just ready to soak up all these carbs that are going in today and tomorrow. We're going to do definitely a 2-day carb load, potentially 3 days, but we wanted to give ourselves kind of like a washout day, which will be Saturday. Today's Thursday, the show's on Sunday, so we're going to do like a washout day on Saturday to kind of let the body come back down, lose a bit of water, any potential bloat or anything from the carbs that are going in over the next 2 days. Normally what we've done over the last 2 shows this year is we've done a Friday Saturday load, but this extra day on the Saturday just gives us a day to kind of assess things and see how we're looking, and we can kind of range carbs off that. So today we're going in with 1200 gram of carbs, so the highest the carbs have been in any of my carb loads so far. So pretty high day today. Proteins 200 and fats are 70, so a good bit of fats. Normally with our carb loads we've done like 30 gram of fat, so you know, we're hoping the carbs will stick around for a bit longer, using a bit more fat in today, and should resolve in a fuller look coming in tomorrow, even though I'm at a very depleted state, so we'll see. Weight hasn't really moved much. I've been very consistently like 105, ranging from 105.5 to 105.7. Today I weighed in at 105.4, so the lowest weigh in this week, with obviously the lowest food yesterday with the wedding. And to be honest, after today I'll probably drop weight again, because you know, we're using obviously taking out pretty much 95% of my veg intake today, just because we don't need that extra fiber. We want the carbs to be literally just going in and in straight into the muscle, so we don't really want anything slowing that down except for the fats that we're using. So fiber's pretty standard anyway today with the food that I'm taking in, so I don't need any more veg going in today. So it'll be strictly carbs, fat and protein today. So that's kind of the plan. Water intake today is 8 litres. Steps is just going to be 2,000 steps after each meal, so that will result in 12,000 steps for today. So steps still fairly high, just again trying to push those carbs in and make sure they're going through nicely. I do quite well on staying active anyway, and I kind of need to be active for food to go through. I don't really like to sit around with you know, my normal food going in anyway, so when food's this high, it's always good to kind of stay on your feet, and you know, 10-minute walks after each meal. I've always kind of said that, and something I've always done. 10-minute walks when I can and have time to do after each meal just really helps in digestion. You know, you don't want to be sitting around on a day like today for hours, you know. So that's the plan of attack today. It's currently 8:45. I'm hoping I can get home in time to have my first meal about 9:30, 9:45. We are today, you know, because it's YouTube, I can kind of say a bit more on here instead of Instagram and stuff. So we are using Nova insulin. I think that's going to be across four of my meals today. I've got it all written down on the spreadsheet, but I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. I think it's spread across 4 meals today, so we're going to be utilising that. So I'm going to be hungry today for sure. Probably more hungry than I have been on my like low day food, which is a bit annoying, but it's obviously nice to have this big influx of carbohydrates. Who doesn't like eating large amounts of carbs? So like, just to give you a rundown of the sauces I'm using today. Obviously jasmine rice, it's my favourite carbohydrate. Been craving it so much, just a large bowl, and today is the day I get to have that 6 meals a day. So in terms of cooked weight rice per meal, it's working out to be around 460 grams of cooked weight rice. So you do the math across 6 meals, it's a lot. I've got a saucepan at home. I woke up this morning obviously to do my meals, because I cook my meals before I go to the gym, and I just prepped out my rice. You know, it's a big saucepan of rice, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that with meal 1. Obviously using like cream of rice, jam, square bars. Looking forward to having a square bar. I haven't had one since about June or July. Bananas, rice cakes. Got 30 rice cakes going in today. Again, something I just really enjoy is jam rice cakes, peanut butter and banana. That's probably one of my favourite snacks. So I'll be having 6 rice cakes per meal today with jam, banana, a bit of peanut butter, and that's honestly pretty much it. I'm having a bit of egg whites for my first meal, and then 2 of my meals have a bit of whey in as well. So that's kind of what today's rundown is. I'm going to take you through all of today's meals, even though they're pretty much exactly the same. I will just give you a rundown because it's an insight. Even though meals are the same, it's still giving you an insight into what, if you haven't done a carb up before or peak week and you're maybe doing your first show, this is kind of what to expect, and kind of just gives you an insight onto what foods to use, because most people do well off these simple carbohydrates. So it will give you kind of a menu to go off, if you want to call it that, in terms of what carbs to use. You know, you want to stick to your carbs that you've been using for the whole prep. I've said on the last carb up, I think on YouTube or something, that when someone, you know, you go into a carb up, your coach gives you 1,000 to 1,200 gram of carbs, and you're like, what the hell? Let's go and buy cake, let's go and buy brownies and have 3 packs of bagels. And if you haven't had those things, obviously you won't have had those things through prep, but it's the worst kind of time now, being, you know, 3 days out from your show, 2 days out from your show, to add things in that you haven't had or prep. Obviously, like things like square bars I haven't had, but I know they're so simple carbohydrates that there's not going to be any sort of digestive discomfort. I'm talking more things like cakes and donuts and cookies and things like that, which are very high fat. You know, utilizing, like, they've got flour, butter in there and stuff like that. Just things that your body is not used to, and especially with it being so sensitive right now, it's the last thing you want to do. It's just, it will cause digestive issues, and with the amount of food that you're putting in today, or on your carb up, you need to be choosing foods that you know digest well, that you know you can eat in the next 2 hours. So that's the plan for today. I'm not going to waffle on too much because we've got a full day of eating to go through. But that's the rundown. I'll take you through my meals today. All 6 meals. I'm going to be eating probably every 2.5 hours, which gives me time to digest, which gives me time to do steps between meals, and it's just an even amount of time between meals, because they are, you know, it's probably just over 1,000 calories per meal today, and about, I think it's over 4,500 calories just from carbohydrates today. So you want to spread them out. You don't want to be having meals on top of meals. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll get home, and I will see you for meal number 1. So meal one going in. It's currently about 9:45, so spot on. We've got 460 grams jasmine rice, 100 gram egg whites. Got all together in this meal is like 21 grams of peanut butter, some spinach on that as well. And then I'm doing 70 grams of cream of rice with 15 grams of whey, and there's like half and half peanut butter on each of them. And that is meal number one. So I'm gonna get this down, go for my 2,000 steps, and then we'll see for meal number two. So meal number two going in, it's currently about 1:45. We have 150 grams dry weight jasmine rice, about 47 grams of cod, which is like half a fillet. So going very low on the protein today, spread across meals, but it's like 200 grams of protein for the day. And then our plate of rice cakes, 6 rice cakes, half banana, 30 grams of jam, 5 grams of peanut butter, and then 1 square bar. So we're going to enjoy this, take this down, and then go for my steps again. Feel good after meal number one. Food's gone down pretty well, which I always knew it would. But just keeping an eye on digestion through today, and making sure that I'm hungry for each meal, which I am so far, so always good. Like I said, keeping veggies pretty much, I won't have any veggies for the rest of the day now. You know, I'm only having like fruit from bananas and things like that, so yeah, we'll get this meal down. I'll put all the macros and stuff down here, and then at the end of the day, put the total macros as well. Also managed to have a good hour nap after meal one once I got back from steps. Slept quite poorly last night, just because food was so low. Woke up hungry about 2 o'clock, couldn't get back to sleep. So I was really glad that I could get a good nap in today, this morning, and feel much better. Just in terms of recovery, getting us fresh, again, making sure that the food's going through properly, stress levels are kept low. So I might have another nap today, we'll see. Probably some sort of carb coma or something, but yeah, we'll get this meal in, steps, see you for meal number 3. Right then, meal number 3 going in, currently about 2:45 now. I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same as meal 2. 150, it's about 460 grams cooked weight rice, got 5 grams of peanut butter on there, 47 grams of cod there, and then again the recurring theme, which is with every meal today, 6 rice cakes, 30 grams of jam, 5 grams of peanut butter, half a banana, and I'll have a white monster as well. I'll put some ketchup on my rice as well, just the no added sugar one. And this will be meal number 3. The next 3 meals after this are pretty much exactly the same. Just the proteins I'll change to go for 2 meals of chicken into the fish. I mean, it's only like 30 grams of chicken. And then our last meal is with whey. But they're all rice based, all rice cakes, jam, the same. So I like to keep, you know, things exactly the same. I know they digest well, and just the consistency of the meals. You don't need to have something different every single meal. If something works, why take it out, why change it? So we'll get this in. Again, go for my steps, which is really helping. Water intake today is 8 litres. So I kind of had a big chunk of water in the morning, during training, and when I got home with breakfast, and then it's kind of just like my normal. I think I've got like, well, 4 litres left to have today. You know, I kind of cut water at a 9:45, before we go to bed. So we get this meal in, steps, and then see you for meal number 4. Right then, in for meal number 4. Currently about 4:45 now. Food's going down really well. Still really hungry for each meal. So that's just a good sign that digestion's on point and the carbs are going in. You know, I came in today, the start of today obviously depleted and like a sponge ready to just absorb these carbohydrates. So meal 4, pretty much exactly the same, like I said before. 150 grams dry weight jasmine rice, 30 grams of chicken, which is like a few pieces. I've got 5 grams of peanut butter on there. Chicken and peanut butter is life at the moment, and on rice, so good. And then our plate of rice cakes, 6 rice cakes, 30 grams of jam, half banana, 5 grams peanut butter, 1 square bar. Calorie wise, this is about 1,200 for this meal. Unsure on the macros, but they're just split between my 6 meals. So yeah, we're going to get this in now. Again, get my steps in after. Need to go for a sunbed as well. I've been doing, I started sunbeds on this week, Tuesday. So then Tuesday, Wednesday, go today and go tomorrow. Just 12 minutes, just to get the base kind of colour before my base coat tan on Saturday. And then the top coat tan on Sunday. Always good to kind of get a base coat, even from a sunbed. You know, I wouldn't choose to do any sunbeds on Saturday if you're competing on Sunday. Just let the body kind of relax, because you tend, with sunbeds, you tend to hold on to a bit of water under the skin. So that's something that you kind of need to try and avoid that close to show as well. So I'll eat this, watch a bit more YouTube, and then go and do my steps and go for a sunbed, come back, and probably by then it'll be time for meal number 5, which I'm hoping to get in around 7. And then my last meal will go in at 8:45. Always have my last meal at 8:45 for some reason. But yeah, we'll see you then. So, welcome back. In for meal number 5. It's currently just coming up to 7:15. Just got back from a sunbed, and I am hungry. So, food's going down really well. These steps between meals or post meals are really helping. I think me and Luke are starting to realise that movement is really good for me in terms of pushing the food around, and generally just, you know, the vascular, bringing the muscles to the surface, look that we want on stage. The walks and just movement in general does help. So the walks are helping. Just transfer the food through, make sure it's going through properly, and get me hungry for the next meal. I've been hungry for every meal, like starving, like I could have it double times over, which is mad to say when we're doing 1,200 gram of carbs. But you know, the fats that we're using, 70 gram of fats, I think has helped sticking in terms of keeping my hunger. You know, I'm hungry, but I could, you know, I don't have to eat. Like I could go another hour without eating. That's probably what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not starving like on my low days. So I think the fats are definitely helping. So meal 5, the same. 150 grams dry weight jasmine rice, 30 grams chicken, 5 grams peanut butter on there. And then our standard 6 rice cakes, 30 grams of jam, half banana, 5 grams peanut butter on there. I put cinnamon on my rice cakes as well. Love cinnamon. I go through so much of cinnamon as well. It goes on pretty much all of my meals, and it's good for other things as well. Good health benefits. So I keep that in every single day. Salt has been used up now. I've got, finishing off this, and I've got another, just one more of those 1.5 litres to do before bed, and my last meal, which will go in about probably 9 o'clock now. So probably 9 o'clock, get my last meal in, just so I can get to sleep and sleep well. I'm looking forward to tonight's sleep. I'm pretty tired. Usually carbs obviously make you a bit more sluggish than normal, but it's nice to be able to kind of chill between meals and not be thinking about food all the time. Like, I'm pretty satisfied after meals. I can kind of sit there and watch something and actually watch something. Instead, I'd be clock watching quite a lot of the time. Because in terms of my job, I'm an online coach. So I have clients that I do work with all through the week, checking in, staying in touch through the week, getting back to training footage and stuff, which I've done this week, and general programming. So that's one of my jobs, and then my other job is my private chef work. So I do that mainly on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This week actually I had one Monday and last Saturday, and those were my 2 last dinners before the show. Previously, before shows, I've had a dinner or an event on the Saturday and competed on a Sunday. Now, which is fine. You know, the private dining it takes a lot of my time, but the effort-wise isn't too high, which is the reason why I chose to go down this route, because I could kind of club it between my bodybuilding. That was the whole point of me going into private dining and being my own boss and getting my own work and being very flexible. You know, spending a lot more time bodybuilding really, and you know, doing the work on the Saturday. You know, adds a bit more stress, because you're kind of like, I'm competing tomorrow. I kind of need to be resting right now, but instead I'm in Chester or Wales cooking for a family of 10, and I'm getting home at 10:30 at night and having to be up at 4 in the morning to go and compete. It's a bit stressful. You'd rather be at home chilling, watching a movie the day before the show. So this week I've blocked off this weekend in terms of work, in terms of private dining. I can carry on my coaching every single day, which is another reason why I got into coaching, was because it's so flexible. I can bodybuild around it. I'm at home majority of the time, and all my meals are here, and I can just, you know, chill out and go about my day whilst coaching and working. So don't know where I was going with that. So yeah, I blocked off this weekend. So I've been free pretty much since Tuesday onwards, and not having to work this weekend, which is nice. So basically kind of taking like a little holiday for this last show. But like I said, still coaching. So if you do want to get into some sort of online coaching, or want some help with training, nutrition, give me a shout, comment on this video, or go to my Instagram, henry.taylor. Message me on there and we can have a chat about your goals and what you want from bodybuilding, or just lifestyle in general if you're a lifestyle client and have no interest in bodybuilding and just want to know how to train properly, know how to eat properly, and kind of live a balanced lifestyle, but at the same time look good and be happy with a physique, and build some knowledge on training and everything. So if you want to get in touch, Instagram or YouTube, you can find me. I'm still taking on clients. I'm still trying to build it up, but it's going well. I'm enjoying working with the team that I have, and you know, they're all really good and consistent and checking on time, and it just makes my job much easier. So I'm going to eat this meal because I'm hungry and time's ticking, and I will see you for the last meal before tomorrow. So I'm going in tomorrow at 7:45 to do some posing with Luke. He's going to have a look at me, see how full I am, and kind of assess the plan for the day tomorrow. It's nice that I've got a coach who doesn't kind of give me the whole plan for peak week, which any coach shouldn't do that anyway, because the body changes so much, and especially doing these high days. You know, if your coach is sending you the whole plan for the week in terms of peaking and carving up and show day already, and you send it like on Monday and you're competing on Sunday, you kind of need to rethink things, because the body changes overnight. The look tomorrow could be completely different. I could be full as a house, or I could be flat as a pancake, and the plan will obviously be done off that. So I'll get my macros and everything tomorrow after you've seen me pose, and then we'll go on with another day. But I think it's going to be another day of filling up, because we're obviously coming from a very depleted state. So I'm looking forward to some more big meals. This is kind of nice because it's like obviously coming up to the last show of the season. There won't be any more low days, because obviously we go after show, post show, rebound, health phase, food goes up naturally and you want body weight to go up naturally. So the low days are over, which is quite nice, but obviously I'm still hungry. I'm hungry in the off season, to be honest, as well. So it's nothing to, you know, complain about. Got to fill up. So I'm gonna eat this. We'll see you for meal number 6. So final meal of the night, meal 6, going down, coming up to 9 o'clock now. We've got 150 grams dry weight rice, 10 grams of peanut butter, 15 grams of whey on that, and then 6 rice cakes, 30 grams of jam and cinnamon. That's our last meal of today's 1200 gram carb up edition. Day 1 of carb up, so potential day 2 tomorrow. See how we look in the morning, see what weight is. I typically drop weight after these carb up days just because I'm not having any veg. You know, normally I go quite heavy on the veg in prep, but I keep it consistent, which is the main thing. So without having veg, you know, nothing's really bloating me. I'm very tight right now, all over pretty much. Like I haven't eaten anything, which is good. It's a good sign. Food's gone down really, really well. I'm very happy with that. So hopefully we can do the same tomorrow. If not, probably slightly less carbohydrates tomorrow. But we'll see on the look tomorrow. All depends on obviously what Luke thinks and the best situation to go with, and how I look tomorrow. So that's the plan. I'm gonna eat this, chill out for a bit, get to bed for 10, and then I'm up in the morning just to have a coffee really. Meeting Luke at 8 in the morning, so I don't have to leave the house. Normally, every single day I've had to leave the house before 6 to get to the gym for 6 for cardio or training. No training or cardio tomorrow. Just gonna get to the gym for about 7:30, do like half an hour of steps on the treadmill, get some blood moving, pose for Luke, and then get on with the day. So that is the carb up day 1 done. Appreciate everyone watching. I'm not going to film tomorrow. I'll just post this because it'll be it's going to be exactly the same food, just even more or less. And then that's Friday. Saturday we're going to wash off pretty much, basically see what the look is and go from that. Probably just try and hold fullness and drop some water. And then Sunday show day, so we're on quite early, on at 11 on Sunday. Which is quite early, so we're competing in Telford, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So we'll be leaving here at like 5 in the morning, get my tan, which is at 7:30, and then we'll be on stage by about 11. So it's quite nice not having to kind of hold the look for the whole day. But yeah, I'm confident. This is gonna be our best look this season. Peaking right. You know, we peaked right for the last few shows, but obviously that was further behind what prep was. I think my first show we were like 12 weeks into prep. This show will be 17 weeks into prep, so more time to get more peeled, which we are. We're inside out. So yeah, just gonna go on Sunday, do my thing, enjoy the day, because I'm really looking forward to just the day, really, the show day. Get up on stage and do my thing and enjoy it. It's the main thing. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. I enjoy the process, probably more so. I enjoy just the day-to-day bodybuilding. Obviously, competing is a privilege. It's something that I'm very grateful that I get to do. So I definitely need to soak it up, embrace the atmosphere, and just enjoy the day and get some boxes ticked. So we'll leave it there. I'm gonna eat, chill out, get to bed. I'm tired. So yeah, we'll see you for the next video.